What is up, y'all? Capone Tony here, and welcome to another Ever Crisis video, y'all. So, we just got a new content drop. It is Wednesday, the typical content drops for Ever Crisis, and we did get a brand new banner. So, we got Sephiroth and Lucia, and I gotta tell you, man, I think both of these costumes, they look really nice. I think the weapons are actually pretty good too, but we're gonna dive into it. This Sephiroth costume, dude, this looks dope, man. I actually really like how this looks. The cape, the formal attire, he's got the freaking the tie, the freaking flower, I think all of this just looks really nice. I think the sword looks pretty cool too. The boots, I think this, I really like it. I really like it. So we got the dark attire. We got Magic Ward, awesome. Magic Ward, man, this was in the previous costumes, plus 5% HP, plus 15% magic defense. I think that's really solid. I think that's really good. Really good to have in a costume. Defense is just becoming more and more important now when it comes to these in-game battles, and it's really nice just to have on a costume. And Earthblade Arcanum, so Sephiroth getting another Arcanum costume. Arcanum's best damage dealing element, things you can get in the game for a costume. And Earth, I think he is the third character now to get Magic Earth? I think he's Magic Earth. Let's actually go into his weapon now. So the Blue Bramble, so yeah, he is Magic Earth. 440% Magic Earth damage at OB, 0, 120, 150% HP more. This Earth resist is decreased. And it can go up to high. It goes from mid to high. 30 and 12 on the R abilities for magic attack and earth potency. OB6, the potency goes to 620. Same thing, but the earth resist goes to high. 40 and 27 for the R abilities, magic attack and earth potency. And then 4639, which is kind of the standard. And 700%. And then 50% more HP. Earth resist is decreased high. So OB6 obviously is where you want to be at, but man, this is essentially his water setup, the Tempest and that one costume for his water Arcanum, except this is just Magic Earth, so he can do elemental damage. The damage is not as good as like a Vincent or even a Lucia, but he does, the earth is resist down is decreased to high, and he can do up to high at OB0, which is just awesome. He can be a great DPS and be a great debuffer at the same time. So if you have him and a Vincent or him and a Lucia, you're just going crazy. That's a crazy Earth Magic setup. But even just with him alone, I think is a solid, Earth Magic setup as well. So magic, the special material is magic attack, sigil boost, which is great. 674 magic attack, it's good. Yeah, very solid weapon, just like Tempest. I think Tempest was a great weapon, and I think this is a great weapon too. And, but yeah, is it good enough to pull on for me? You know what, man? I was kind of dead set from this, pretty much from last week on, where I was like, I'm done. I'm not pulling on any more banners, up until the anniversary, which we got 4 weeks away. And this Sephiroth one, though, is actually really nice. I actually really like this. This is what I wish Vincent would have been for me personally, because the reason why I did not pull on Vincent, the Limit Break banner, is because it is a limited banner. At minimum, I would have to pull 2 full pages, which is still great value because you're getting a bunch of guaranteed weapons, but yeah, I did not like the fact that it was a Limit Break banner, because that means you have to invest a lot more than you do on a featured banner. Yeah, the feature banner, you don't get all these extra guarantees and stuff, but all you have to do is pull 1 page, which is essentially an average of 21,000 crystals. I think it's pretty much the average pull session for a 1-page banner, or just pull 1 page to get the costume, right? And then you can just wishlist the weapon forever after that. These weapons aren't limited. This is what I wish Vincent would have been, honestly. And since Sephiroth, has the same setup, right? He's Earth Magic, but obviously Vincent is just still better, when it comes to damage by far, and he has the magic attack all allies on his weapon, which is I think is just fantastic. I mean, Vincent is just better. overall. But it's a limit break banner. He's supposed to be better, right? This is limited content here. The weapon for Sephiroth is not limited, but the costume is. Yeah, I really want to pull on this, but I still think, you know, I'm not going to need Earth Magic for a while. I feel like this might be tied to the Crash event. So if you have Vincent already, I don't think you need Sephiroth at all. But if you have them as like a 1-2 punch, that's just like insane. But yeah, I think I'm not going to pull on this one. I think it's really good, though. I think it's really solid. And I think the costume just looks really good, too. I think it's one of Sephiroth's best costumes, in my opinion. But all right, that's kind of my thoughts on Sephiroth. Like, what could you actually like combine with that new weapon of his? So, for Sephiroth, the last couple weapons he's had his last few actually have just been focused on physical attack. But pretty much any weapon that's magic based, you can combine Shinra Blade, because it's just, or actually any physical based one too, because the R abilities are just perfect. You get boost attack and boost ability potency. And since this is like a day one weapon, you can, I assume a lot of people probably have this built out already just from like ticket pools and stuff. Mine's OP10, so this is a great just weapon to just throw on the back just for the R abilities alone. Or throw on the side, I mean, as a secondary weapon. Mithril type O is a great weapon to have on the side as well, because the boost HP, boost magic ability potency, I think that's great. If you have his half anniversary weapon, obviously, it's actually really good too. Or even Kuja Blade, you know. Any like magic based weapon, I think pairs very well with magic attack and earth potency. So yeah, I think, yeah, Sephiroth's great. And, you know, if I was not saving for anniversary, I would honestly might pull on this, but and that's because I don't have a magic earth setup. Like I said, I didn't pull on Vincent. I didn't pull on, you know, on Lucia back in the day. I have Earth Physical Yuffie, which I think is built out pretty well, but, you know, the content has not asked me to use her yet, which kind of annoys me. But, yeah, I think I'm going to pass on Sephiroth, but I think it is really good, though. So if you pull on it, I can't blame you at all. So, but honestly, the second costume here, oh my goodness. Dude, this looks incredible. So the last Lucia outfit for the summer, I thought that looked amazing. She was like Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5, had those type of vibes. This Lucia right here gives straight up Ada Wong vibes, man. This, like Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 4, like the freaking little machine gun with the dress. Oh my god, this looks incredible. She has a little holster on her leg. Oh man. This looks so good. Like, man, like this is a really good banner, man. Really good when it comes to the cosmetics, in my opinion. So the Entrapment gown. So we get boost poison resist. This is the first time we've had poison resist as an R ability. Boost poison resist 100%. So yeah, it's 15 points. That means she can't get poisoned, which I guess is kind of neat. I don't think it's like super important to have on our ability unless we start having content in the game where we're getting poisoned by like every single attack. You know, then that can come in handy. But I feel like, you know, right now at least, I don't think this is super necessary. It's like a nice to have, but I think having something else here as an R ability would be better. Like, honestly, like what Sephiroth had, the magic ward or whatever, or just even like a boost HP, I think would be better here. But you know, it could come in handy. It just depends on the content we get in the future that, you know, that might be useful for this, you know, useful to have this. But all right, Alluring Ploy. This is exactly like Barrett's costume that he got, his Electro Cannon costume. It does physical and magic defense 20%, which I think is just fantastic. Physical and magic attack plus 10%. On a character like Lucia, I don't think it's super important because most of the time you're not using Lucia for damage. You're using her for her utility. And that's what her weapon kind of does. So I think the defense is great. 20% defense for both physical and magic. I think that's fantastic. But I don't think this stat is going to help her that much, the physical magic attack. But, you know, it is what it is. So her weapon, the Nightjar. Is that what it says? Nightjar? I don't know. But it has the Night Glint, the attack. It has Diamond Sigil boost. or Diamond Sigil Break, I mean. And it has 3 ATB, both fantastic. So it does magic non-elemental damage. Damage is kind of, you know, low, whatever. But it does physical defense down, mid to high. So it can go up to high right off the bat at OB0. When you are buffed, magic defense is decreased as well. So essentially this weapon becomes like a hard edge for Cloud, that, you know, a 3 ATB hard edge with the Diamond Sigil Break. But it can become a 3 ATB Sun Umbrella, a better Sun Umbrella, because this one goes to high on defense. Yeah, OB6 it automatically goes to high for the physical defense. At OB6, magic defense stays the same. It stays the mid the whole time. Damage is a little bit better. Our abilities, HP and ability potency, 40 and 8 when it comes to OB0, 54 and 18 when it comes to OB6, 62 and 26 when it comes to OB10. 62 points in HP is like insanity. Like, wow. Physical and magic attack are exactly the same when it's maxed out. So this is a weapon you can use pretty much with any of her other weapons. That's what the vibe I'm getting from this. Yeah, so even the special materia gives you the option of physical or magic, and you get the, you know, sigil break. So yeah, I think this is a pretty damn good weapon. Yeah, physical defense, even if you don't buff her, you're still getting physical defense up to high. So she's just great to just have on. That's just what Lucia is becoming now. She's becoming like a Barret or a Red 13 type, where she's offering a lot of utility to the party. She's just a useful like character to have on the side to make sure your DPS is doing as much damage as they can, or giving you extra survivability with her other weapons by doing magic attack down or physical attack down. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think this is a very nice buffing or debuffing weapon. So you're getting physical defense down, magic defense down when a buff is applied, Diamond Sigil Break, 3 ATB. That's all really good. So this costume, dude, is so good. So another thing that tells me about Lucia getting another costume so soon is that probably a lot of people pulled on her her summer costume. So we're getting a lot of Lucia simps in this game. So that's what Applebot is doing. They're noticing when, you know, obviously if people are drawing on a specific character, that means they're spending money on that character. And Lucia's is going to get more costumes if that trend keeps going on. If people draw on this one too, then yeah, she's going to keep getting more costumes. You know, and then Barret and Red 13 are just going to keep getting left to the side, unfortunately. But yeah, good for Lucia. I actually, this looks so good, man. It looks really good. So what could you combine with that weapon for Lucia? Honestly, like anything. So you can combine her latest weapon, where you can do P attack down to all enemies and fire resist down to all enemies, while also being able to do physical defense down and magic defense down. Insane. If you have her fire set up, you could combine this weapon with it, where you can debuff and, you know, do damage, you know, with this too. But this one's actually doing magic defense down already, so I guess technically you don't need the other weapon with it. So yeah, maybe not that one. Holiday Revolver goes very well with it. You're doing physical and magic defense down, while also having a great DPS weapon to follow up with. Bald Eagle goes great with it. You're doing ice resist down, so you're applying multiple types of debuffs. So another one, obviously Mad Minute is one that a lot of people probably have at OB6 or better. I have it at OB10. Magic attack down while doing physical defense and magic defense down. You get the picture, right? So she just has, you know, any like utility combination here just goes very well together. And since the R abilities are like HP and ability potency, and the, you know, the stats can go to physical attack and magic attack, it can go both ways, right? So yeah, I think this is a very good weapon. You know, would I pull on it just for the weapon? No, obviously. Both of these weapons, you can wishlist both of these weapons. It just comes down to the costumes, man. Like, if you really want these costumes, like, I think this is one of these banners where it's like Husbando Waifu, you know, automatic pull just because of that. Because maybe it's just me, man, but I think both these costumes would be really good for both of these characters. One of my other friends said this is actually giving like Loveless vibes. which I can kind of see from the, you know, the play. If he played FF7 Rebirth. Oh man, but yeah, this one, if I were to like draw just for like having a costume, it would be this one. It looks so good. So yeah, man, those are my thoughts on this banner. Are y'all gonna pull on this? Are y'all going to wait or hold strong for anniversary like I am? It kills me to not pull on this Lucia costume. I don't even really use Lucia that much, and oh man, I really want it. Those bastards, man, those bastards at Applebot. It's actually really good bait. I think this banner is way better than the previous banner with Aerith and Vincent. I thought this was a pretty easy skip in my opinion, but this one I think is like pretty solid bait, man. You're making it hard on me, Applebot, but I think I'm going to hold strong on this one. But also, the wallpapers. Let's look at the wallpapers real quick. Let's see. Where are they at? Are they at the top? Okay, this one right here. My friend said this is giving Jack Titanic vibes at the end. And I can kind of see that. And the Lucia one, bro, I gotta find it. Where is it? Where the hell is it? Applebot, where'd you put it? Alright, right here. Dude, this looks so good. Like, it really is like Ada Wong vibes right here. Oh my god. The wink. Oh my god. It looks so good, dude. Man. Alright, y'all. That's going to do it for this banner thoughts and review type of video. I'm not going to pull on this, but man, I think it's actually a really good bait. I actually really like both setups. You know, obviously you can't go wrong with Arcanum and Lucia. You know, I think it's just a solid costume. So, yeah, if let me know if y'all going to pull on this or y'all going to hold strong for 1 year anniversary like I am. Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy my Ever Crisis content, please give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all on the next one. Later.